'Twas 2 days before Christmas, and all through the house, you hear the news of Travis Hunter's girlfriend has officially gone off the deep end. Personally, with this clip from a music video of her being all up on the dude, now I don't know the name of the rapper, but people are saying that this was as recent as 3 years ago, which would make year 2 of their relationship. Then there was this clip from TikTok, which if you go to the page, it's since been deleted, where it shows Travis Hunter's girlfriend dressing up for Halloween, going to a Halloween party, and grinding on some dude that obviously isn't Travis. Then somebody, I don't know who this is because they haven't shown themselves, had decided to screen record a DM between Travis Hunter's girlfriend and some anonymous person. And because of the language that I was using the DM, hey, I'm trying to wife you, I'm trying to figure out if this was a woman. And if it was a woman, then I don't think it's that bad. That might be a little bit of a hot take. It sounds like a dude's talking, so it may end up being lesbian possibly. I don't know. Because me personally, I ain't never heard of a girl who would say, hey, let me wife you. Like, ma'am, that would be my line. Then as of recent as late last night, Travis Hunter has officially deactivated his Instagram. And I just think this comes to show that Travis kind of bit off a little bit more than he could chew. He thought he could handle the heat because he's young, he's rich. He's like, who the fuck y'all think y'all are? Do you know who I am? I am Travis motherfucking Hunter. I'm him and you ain't. And y'all gotta understand, he's young and rich. He gonna think he's better than everybody. He gonna think that he could take anybody's bitch. He gonna think that he can take yours, even if he was to lose his girl. And I don't think he would go as far as to crash out. And my definition of crash out isn't by some online means or by like fighting. I mean something happening in GTA. I don't think he would go that far because he has a lot at stake and a lot on the line. But I can understand, you know, him feeling a certain way about certain people attacking his girl. Specifically, the last time I spoke about his girl, it involved some guy posting her number, technically doxing her, and went as far as to kind of look through her Cash App, and it was just a whole bunch of other shit that I felt like why do you care this much to look up information of her working at Cheetah? Like, albeit it was turned out to be true. But I digress. Like, I wouldn't care to look up that information. If you're asking me as a YouTuber, I wouldn't give a fuck. Now, I would love to throw out the idea based on hopium and copium that this is not Travis Hunter's girlfriend. This is some clone that people run around saying that this is Travis Hunter's girlfriend. Maybe she has a twin sister we don't know about or an identical cousin. Like, let's just hope, you know, and pray that this isn't it. And let's also hope and, you know, throw out the possibility that this all could have happened while she was single. And if it did happen while she was single, why should I give a fuck? Why should Travis give a fuck? Like, and granted, out of context, we don't know, but I digress. If it happened when she was single, it is what it is. That was before his time. You would hate it if somebody brought some shit up to you about something your girl did, like 4 or 5 plus years ago, before you even existed in her life, like as if it would matter or relate to you or have any type of adverse effect on your income, on your way of life, on how you move around moving forward. Unless if it was to involve, like, let's say, okay, she did the Five Guys challenge behind a football stadium on video, then naturally, of course, you would want to know about that and break up with her expeditiously. That's a real far-fetched extreme in my mind. And mind you, this is on top of the other stuff that we found out after the last video I made about this, including Travis saying that he would wait outside the club while she's in there partying because he's not a drinker and he's not a clubber. Which me and him have that in common, I guess, because I'm not that much of a clubber myself. I don't like going to the clubs. I found that out at 19 when I snuck out of my parents' house, lied to them and said, I'm just kicking it with friends. But then they got on my ass for being out till 3 in the morning. And I was lucky I'm able to see the light of day today. But even as somebody who's not really a clubber, if my girl was talking about going to the club and she wanted me to go with her, of course, I got to ask where this club is at, where its location. Does it, you know, have some weird shit be going on where people be doing dumb shit either on the inside or outside? And the location of it matters, because if it is on that type of time, I'd rather go to a spot where it's like 5-10 people there. I don't care, because at least there ain't nobody gonna get hurt. But nevertheless, if I was to go with her, you think I'd be waiting on the outside of the club? Are you insane? Because depending on where this club happened, if this club was in Colorado, you better hope that the guys in the club were esteemed gentlemen, and this was one of the clubs where they, they'll have a coffee cup and they'll have their fingers stuck in the air while classical music plays in the background. But if it was at a club in Jackson when you was at Jackson State, Travis, your girl was fooled. And I'm telling you, as somebody who lives in Mississippi, I may not live in Jackson, but I know a lot about Jackson. Your girl was fooled. Especially if they say, oh, that's Travis Hunter's girl. Well, where is he at? Oh, you sitting outside? Oh, he this and that. I'm telling you, if people knew you were sitting outside the club at a Jackson club, no less, they would be calling you all names in the book you can think of. All kind of names. Like, how could he sit outside the club and leave his girl in here with us? You think that they're going to have some type of respect and admiration towards you? They're like, those people inside that club are going to look at your girl's food more so because you're Travis motherfucking Hunter and being on this great tear you've been on in college. And the people at them clubs that you would leave outside the club, because apparently y'all don't do it no more, I hope. They're not going to care or even think about the impact that you had on Jackson State. Not only you, but Shiloh, Shador, and Coach Prime. What all y'all did as a collective for the city of Jackson and the greater state of Mississippi. The fact that all y'all, because of the things y'all were able to do, the spotlight that was being able to be brought onto Jackson, onto Mississippi. The point is, people that try to shoot at your girl are not going to care about all the good you've done. And it's a crying damn shame. Because any man with a brain would not even try to holler at your girl knowing all the good you've done for the city of Jackson. Not only for the city of Jackson, but what you've done for Colorado. Turning that school around from a 1-11 team to a bowl contending team. A team that almost went to a conference championship, no less. Almost would have had a playoff berth. And all in all, I am happy that he did deactivate his socials to kind of, have his mind clear this whole mess. It's gonna be Christmas. Who wants to have their notifications on for social media anyway, or be on social media no less, Christmas Eve or day? Not only that, but then you got New Year's coming up. Ain't nobody gonna be on social media for either one of them events. I'm gonna tell you right now. And to the people that think that they ought to, break up and think that, oh, this is the end of their relationship, they finna get married. Y'all should have brought up some of this stuff years ago. Like, some of this stuff Travis probably been known about. The music video, the Halloween party, what she said on TikTok about being at the club. Like, y'all didn't take the time to say anything back then, and y'all waited a little bit too late. Y'all waited till she said he wasn't my type to even say anything about these recent events now, or even bring up them old clips. Which, honestly, again, I've stated before, I'll say it again. If I was Travis, I would have edited that part out. Even if I don't have control of the edits, I would ask somebody to remove it because it would make me look away. And trust to believe when I say that, it's not on some insecure shit, because what is insecurity is when you hop online, like beating your chest out saying, hey, like, who y'all think y'all are, woo woo. And I get it. He's a young dude that's rich. He got every right to defend his girl. I don't think nobody's questioning that part. Especially like certain aspects of it when people getting a little bit too disrespectful, talking out the side of their neck. I get it. But face the facts. They not going to break up. The only way they're going to break up at this point is if something down the road happens. And I'm not going to be one of the people that prays it happens, because I don't pray on a couple's downfall. There's a reason why nobody really bashes Russell Wilson anymore. Like, the best way I think Travis can handle this moving forward is just take some notes out of Russell Wilson's playbook. Like, the man's been with Sierra. His name has been dragged through the mud ever since he hooked up with her for no reason, essentially, just because he dated Sierra. That's it. What was Russell Wilson doing the whole time when his name was getting dragged through the mud? He didn't say a word. He just kept doing his thing. And like, even when he was over in Denver, and even now when he's in Pittsburgh, he ain't said a word. He just keeps pushing, keeps putting in his work, and just keeps moving forward. The only other person that's speaking out about this whole thing is Future, who's still jealous of the fact that Russell gave that woman 3-4 extra kids and he only gave her one. But that's neither here nor there. With that being said, y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Till next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.